Big news on the war on terror this morning to report to you. 3 Ohio men have been indicted on charges of planning attacks on U.S. military personnel in Iraq. These 3 men residing currently in Toledo, Ohio, about to be arraigned later on this afternoon in Toledo and Cleveland. Now, one of these men apparently threatened to also kill President Bush on 2 separate occasions. Also, these men allegedly were traveling together to a shooting range to practice shooting guns and studying how to make explosives. All of this uncovered over the last several months, obviously, but they were arrested actually this weekend in Toledo, and now we are learning more about these developments here just a few days later. Of course, Alberto Gonzales, the Attorney General of the United States, will be having a press conference on this exact issue at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time in about an hour and a half. Bill?
The story moving in 2 places later today. You mentioned the Attorney General in Washington, also back in Cleveland, Ohio, and Toledo on Tuesday afternoon, set for arraignments in federal court then. Also, the suspects, according to the indictment, the suspects recruited others to train for a, quote, violent holy war against the U.S. and its allies in Iraq. And it also says the group traveled together to a shooting range to practice shooting guns and also studying how to make explosives. You would think that also in this indictment, as the judge joined us here, Andrew Napolitano, and also Mike Emanuel working this story down in Washington, that it's possible if you look deeper in this indictment, I'm curious to find out whether or not they had plans to travel to the Middle East and eventually plans to go to Iraq. We're going to get to Mike Emanuel on that and a whole lot more. Mike, what are you learning in D.C.?
Well, hi, Bill. In about 90 minutes, Attorney General Alberto Gonzales and the Deputy Director of the FBI will announce indictments in that counterterrorism case. 2 naturalized U.S. citizens, originally from Jordan, and 1 legal resident from Toledo, Ohio, named in a 5-count indictment out of the state of Ohio. All 3 lived in Toledo within the past year. Their names are Mohammed Zaki Amawi, Marwan Othman El-Hindi, and Wasim Muslim. The indictment says on 2 separate occasions, among other things, on 2 separate occasions, Amawi knowingly and willfully verbally threatened to kill or inflict bodily harm upon the President of the United States in the presence of another person. Fox News has learned the 3 are in custody. The 3 men all lived in Toledo within the past year, and a federal prosecutor says they were arrested over the weekend. The 3 people are being indicted for plotting to attack and kill U.S. troops in Iraq. Other counts including providing material support to a terrorist network. The suspects recruited others to train for a violent holy war against the United States and its allies in Iraq, according to the indictment. The indictment says the 3 men also traveled together to a shooting range to practice firing weapons and studying how to make explosives. Again, Attorney General Alberto Gonzales set to make the announcement at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we are going through the indictments as we speak, and we'll bring more details to you as soon as we have them. Bill?